Hey everybody, Nick from Airsoft Bros here, and a while back I made a post on Instagram and Discord asking for you guys to send me in submissions for a rate/roast my build video. Well, today's the day, I'm finally filming this, and yeah, I'm gonna go through all of your submissions and we'll see how that goes. Alright, starting off with this build from... Actually, what is his name? Send it to me on Discord. Join the Discord if you aren't in it, by the way. His name is Cat. Alright. He sent me this pink M4 of his. Right off the bat, I noticed that it's HPA, so I'm deducting points for that. It looks like he taped a what is that, like a monster can, like an energy drink can or something, to the end of it for like kind of like a suppressor, but not really. It's like at that point it's just a loudener. Oh man. And the paint job isn't even like completely, I can tell it's an old paint job. Looks pretty old. But I don't know, maybe that's just where it wore away from use, but I'm gonna rate this a I'm gonna give this like a 6. Deducting points because it's HPA, because I'm not much of a fan of HPA, but the energy drink can for a muzzle device is kind of funny to me. So yeah, you know what, like a 6 or a 7-ish, give or take. Alright, next build is looks like it's a VSR 10 with, well, like I could see the little HPA line, so I'm guessing it's a tapped VSR. We got like a tapped bolt or something like that. Again, deducted points. Oh god, and there's it looks like there's a oh my god, is that like a beer can, or not a can, like a beer bottle? It's like a bottle cap sitting on the top of that. I don't know why that's there. Is that for like hop up adjustment or something like that? Like you couldn't find a good TDC wheel, so you just decided to put a bottle cap on there and just hope for the best. M4 mag adapter, cringe. There's a red dot on the rail, and there's a flashlight directly in front of it. I can't tell if it's offset to the side or if it's just sitting directly in front of the red dot. Either way, that's a pretty weird spot to have your light. Yeah, this kind of hurts to look at. Gonna go like 5 out of 10. This hurts to look at. Oh god. Next build. Okay, I'm actually kind of vibing with this. It's an HPA STG-24. However, it's mocked up to look like the A280 from Star Wars. And if you know me, I am a big Star Wars fan, so this is actually like extremely cool. If it wasn't HPA'd, I would probably have to give this a 10 out of 10, but because it's HPA'd, I'll give it like an 8. That's still a good rating, but again, I'm not big of a fan on HPA, and I mean, still, the build is really cool, really solid. And next build is a, oh god, is that like a, I think it's a 30 carbine. That's what it looks like to me. Tapped mag, of course. Got like tape on the grip for, I don't know, dexterity or whatever the hell. Your sling is taped. I don't know why your sling is taped. I wonder if it broke. But this is pretty basic. Even though the magazine is tapped, it does look like you can just not have a tapped magazine, which is fine. Gives me hope. Just a tiny bit of hope, I guess. But I mean, the 30 carbine's a pretty cool gun, so I'll give it a 7. Give it a 7. All right, next gun comes from I think the next couple of guns. Yeah, the next couple come from Jakoti, or however the hell you pronounce his name, on Discord. First build is a technically it would be a PS90. It's a P90 with a longer barrel, and I say PS90 because that's the civilian P90 variant to comply with the US rifle barrel length laws. That's why the barrel is so long, but it's airsoft. You don't really need to do that. Cheap Amazon optic on there. But again, this is pretty basic. It's supposed to be a PS90. If you want to specifically go for the PS90 look, I mean, you can. But I don't see the point when you can just get a normal P90. Next build is, okay, this is one of those spring Mac 10s where you pump the gun by you hold on to like the suppressor and you push it back and forth, like you actually pump the thing. That's how you load it. Which is it's very goofy. I mean, I'll rate this cheap. It's a cheap Springer out of 10. And yeah, this next one is what looks to be the remains of a old spring pistol, a clear soft spring pistol with, oh my god, what is that tape to the bottom? Is that like, I don't even know what that is. Looks like the internals of some type of magazine, but I honestly have no idea what that is, and it's taped to the bottom. What is Run it in a game. You won't. Do it. Next build, also from Discord. Same guy as the first one, and it's another M4. Couldn't tell you what variant it is, but it's definitely an M4, and he's got all this stuff on it. There's a bunch of those Doge stickers on the, he's got one on the mock bolt, he's got one on the lower receiver, he's got two on the inside of the, what is it? The dust cover. He has a magazine pouch on the side of the rail with a Lancer speed mag inside of it. He's got, that is not paracord because he got some kind of cloth wrapped around it for comfort. 2 flashlights, at least I'm pretty sure those are both flashlights, and like taped like a piece of plastic tubing on the end of it, and of course bro's got his grippers out. This is just all kinds of run it in a game. You won't. I rate this run it in a game out of 10. Next gun, what is this? This, it looks like it's supposed to be a like AK-M4 hybrids, like the CMMG Mutant or something like that, but they made it somewhat California compliant. by taking the pistol grip off and replacing it with a butt stock, like a full stock you'd see on like bolt action or a shotgun or something like that. And of course it's HPA'd. Of course it is. Because if you left it as an AEG, you wouldn't get a whole lot of the angle of engagement on the motor to the pinion gear would, not the pinion, the bevel gear, just would be all kinds of messed up. So I'm also going to rate this a run it in a game you won't out of 10. Because I guarantee you so many of these builds that we've looked through so far have just been builds people have made like on the fly, and they were like, okay, I'm just gonna throw all this stuff on my gun to make it look cursed and whatever, and then after I take the picture I'm just gonna take it all off. Well, I'm calling you out. If you don't send me proof of you running this, I will personally come to your house and I will slap you across the face. Next build is... what the... okay. I don't even know what this is, or what it's supposed to be. What? So it looks like it's a Mac 10 or Mac 11, something like that, sitting inside of a wood stock. Don't know the gun, what it's supposed to be from. You've hooked up the you've hooked up the barrel of the Mac 11 or Mac 10, whatever it is, to a piece of steel tubing and put like rails around it, and you have a piece of like, I don't know what that is, like they got like a little hook on there for the trigger so you can like actually shoot the thing. What even is this? This is it. Why? Why would you go through the effort of doing this when you could just be normal? What is this? I'm so confused. I'm rating this flabbergasted out of 10. Like, what the hell? Alright, next build comes from I think it's Deli3Z. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but he's on Discord, and he sends his, what I'm assuming is an SSR4. It's a Novritsch SSR4. Apart from the fact that it's HPA, it looks alright. Of course, you have the Novritsch red dot, and I'm assuming the Novritsch magnifier on there. A BCM vertical grip backwards, which is a thing that people do. It's not cursed, it's fine. You got a flashlight, and I think that's an end goal on there. I can't really tell, the camera angle's weird, but I'm pretty sure that's an end goal. And then, of course, the Novritsch foam suppressor. Okay. Apart from the fact that it's HPA, it looks fine. It looks like something I would actually run. But it's also Novritsch, so 4 out of 10. Next is from another user on Discord, also Chakoti, or however you pronounce his name. If I'm mispronouncing your name, I'm sorry. But he sends his KWA QRF Mod 1. And it looks pretty sick. It's kind of standard. He's got a SIG, I think it says it's a Romeo 8 red dot on there. I have my own SIG red dot. I have a Romeo 5 on my Mark 18. I love the SIG red dots. They're awesome. Another BCM vert grip. Mock suppressor. Got it on a sling. Like, this is something I would actually run. This looks like something I would run. I'm not mad at this. I'd give this a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I would actually run this. Next is, well, dude's holding his gun, so I can't see the whole thing. But he has canted iron sights. That's the first thing I noticed. He has canted iron sights. Why do you have canted iron sights? There's no point. Are they backwards? I think they're on backwards. I think they're supposed to be on the right side of the gun, but you have them on the left. Just the way the rear sight is oriented, it looks like you have them on backwards. That's funny. You couldn't just get canted left irons. You had to get canted right and then put them on the left because you couldn't afford canted right. Or reverse that. But like, his magnifier is on backwards. Probably because you couldn't put the magnifier in front of, well, you probably could. You couldn't put the magnifier in front of the canted iron, so you had to reverse it in order to get it to work. Okay. Here's my thing about canted irons in Airsoft specifically. Something called a hop-up exists. And every time that whichever way that you tilt your gun, the BBs are going to curve in that direction. Possibly a bit up, depending on how steep your curve is. So there's no point in having canted irons, because the BB is not going to go where you're aiming. It's going to go to the, like, let's say if you're leaning your gun over this way and you have canted irons on the right side of the gun, you tilt it to the left so you can look down your canted irons. Well, the BB is going to curve left. It's not going to go where you're aiming. So there's no point in having canted irons on your airsoft gun. On a firearm, that's something different. They don't have that problem, but on airsoft they're useless. So I don't know why you decided to get canted irons, because I just think they're stupid and useless in airsoft specifically. 5 out of 10. Next we have, alright, we got, look, I want to say it's a spring pistol. It's one of those cheap game face Springer pistols you can find on like Amazon for like, I don't know, 15 bucks. And he put a PBS-1 suppressor on the end of it, like the AK suppressor on the end of it. Run it in a game. You won't. Do it. Go on. I want to see video proof of you running this. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm giving this like a 4 out of 10. This is just kind of, this is stupid. This is stupid. All right, next build, or I guess builds. He submits 2 at once. 2 of his M4s. I'll go over the one on the left first. I think this is one of the, just looking at the receiver, I think this is one of the Lantac M4s, like the EMG Lantac M4s. I could tell that's a cheap red dot because I have the exact same one. You can find them on Amazon for like 30 bucks. Mock suppressor, vertical grip, PEC unit, like basic. And he's also got the Matrix BAMF Gen 1, one of the Gen 1 magazines on there. I have about like 8 of them. They're pretty solid magazines, but the issue I've found with them is that they're very picky on what they want to fit into. They don't always fit into every M4 out there, sometimes they take a bit of coercing to actually, fit into something. Sometimes they'll fit right away, which is great, but other times it takes a minute for them to actually lock into place. So what I would do is whenever I got a new gun or a new set of those magazines, I would just continuously put the mag in and take it out over and over and over again until it was broken in. And next one, it's another M4. I want to say it's a Mark 18. It's got a little Mark 18 based. It's got a AFG on there, flashlight, stubby little mock suppressor. Unless that's recessed into the handguard, which I get also based. I love a little recessy suppressy. He's got I want to say that's like an Avengers T1 optic on there. And this is also basic. Both of these are just kind of basic. I'm rating them, I don't know. I'll rate them both like I would genuinely run these as they are. I would run these, but I don't know, they're just kind of bland. Like, you see them everywhere. You see stuff like this everywhere. So 6.5 out of 10. All right, next submission is also two guns. We have another M4 that is tapped, instant point knock. It is a Mark 18, so I mean, you do get the point knock for it being HPA, but it's a Mark 18, so I guess it gets a little bit back because I love Mark 18s. And it's got a again, vertical grip, flashlight, PEC unit, suppressor, EOTech. Like, that's just how everybody does it. So everybody does it. And I can't talk because I have pretty much almost the exact same setup on my Mark 18, minus the PEC unit, and swap the EOTech for the SIG Romeo 5. And then the other is, I think that's I want to say it's a Silverback SRS, bolt action sniper. I mean, it looks cool. It definitely looks cool, but bolt action just kind of aren't my thing. If you want to run them, great, but they're just not how I choose to run anything. I prefer AEGs, GBBRs, stuff like that. But aside from that, both of these are kind of basic. Like, all the SRS has is I want to say that's like a 3 to 9 power scope on it. Again, does look cool, but I wouldn't run it. Mark 18, if it wasn't HPA, I'd probably run that. Again, just basic as hell. 6 out of 10. Alright, that is all of your submissions. First of all, thank you for submitting them. I had a good time, looking through them and, picking them apart and all of that. My favorite and least favorite. I think my favorite is going to be the A180, just because, again, I'm a massive Star Wars fan, and that's really cool. That is really, really cool. And my least favorite will probably have to be that weird Mac 11 Woodstock thing. I don't even know what that is. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Instagram and Discord links are in the description below, so please join those if you want to see more of my content. You get to talk to me, you get to, see how I'm doing. We get to converse, and and have a good time. Like, it's fun. It's nice. Again, thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.